Ceito, we back in a fucking locker room. You know what I'm saying? We had a motherfucking good, you know what I'm saying, good practice system. We had a good practice system, so we about to roll up. I'm about to play some tunes and shit, you know what I'm saying? We about to just have an esoteric chill session and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was in here and shit like that, so you know. We're gonna play some tunes, you know what I'm saying, while I'm rolling up. Shout out Mystic Maze in the locker room, you know what I'm saying? We back. Roll up.
Yeah, I got a new place for you, a new space for you. I come back like a two. I'm trying to kick it, go combat like the boost. I might hit it like drum pack, beats and loose. I got plenty, or I might hit it, yep, I like pretty. Don't like city, yes, but I want you go with me, girl. I can keep it secrets, but my last bird just flew through my window. Got no curfew, rolling
37. Wolfgang saying he rolling up, we rolling up. That's what we doing, baby. Welcome to the locker room, you know what I'm saying?
There's many great men, but I'm kinda unique. You can see it through all that substance and lies. And you saw me, that doesn't come as a surprise. And we're so weak in each other. Doesn't get no pleasures. Real love forever. Love forever. Love forever. Love forever. Love forever. I got a new place for you. You will come back like
What's private?
What up?
First off,
what up? You are in the locker room, baby. What's going on?
First off, I gotta give my reverence.
Hold on. Say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. What's going on?
All right. First off, I gotta give my reverence to Boss Man Jess, cause that's just how we do where I'm from. So shout out to Boss Man Jess.
Boss Baby Jess, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited about this. So I wanna do something different while we got the people here. I want to interview you, Coach Ceito. While the people here.
We can chop. We can chop. That's what we're rolling up. We on a vibe. We on a whole different vibe.
I'm not smoking because when I smoke, I don't do my business right, and I'm really in hustle mode. Today my first day sober for like a month. So
okay,
you should have caught me yesterday.
Yeah, you gotta know what's, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know what's for you, you know what I'm saying? So I respect that.
But I'm gonna pour a little glass of red wine for you.
Bad. The vibes. Like we love
hey.
That's, you know what I'm saying? The vibes.
All right. So one of my biggest things, I'm really good at interviewing. So I'm gonna ask you some questions so the people could get to know you. Maybe you could post this on Mystic Illuminations, maybe not. But so first off, how you got into tell me a little bit. If okay, I'm gonna ask it in this way. If you could tell people about anything in the world that you wanted them to know about you, what would it be and why?
If I wanted them to know about me,
yep.
That's a deep question too, because
we getting Scorpio deep this week, boo.
Right, we did. We is coming out. We is coming off that Scorpio shit. Man, I just want them to know to never know what to expect, because I'm an Aquarius, so you ain't know what to expect. But you know, I just like for people to just be, because I'm unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? As an Aquarius, so you know what I'm saying. Just never know what to expect with me and shit like that, because I'm always changing. You know what I'm saying? We were about Uranus, so we like change, rebellion, and shit like that. Like, for the most part, you know. Like, yeah, like we always change. That's one thing you can know. You can know and bet on. You can bet about $1. You know what I'm saying?
Cheers to you, L. For the wine. Let us know what type of wine you drinking. What you smoking or toking on? Is it indica? Is it all of that? Let us know all of that stuff.
Got that going on.
All right. So what is your favorite placement in your chart?
I like my Capricorn ascendant, because my Capricorn ascendant makes me look like raw as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It actually conjuncts like the big star. It's called Den Ebb. You know what I'm saying? And so it just makes like what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, look that much cooler. Like people think I'm actually like way cooler than I'm actually, you know, like just because I got that you know, because Capricorn is like status and shit like that, and business and shit like that. But I'm an Aquarius, but it kind of like how I handle it, you know what I'm saying, how I go about it personally is like Capricorn. And so when you look at the fixed star Deneb, it's like high authority. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, general, sergeant, as, you know what I'm saying, status as, you know, it's like that type of vibe. And so, you know, that's what you know, that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite shit. I love everything about, you know what I'm saying, my trouble. But I can definitely point out that when you say that shit cool as fuck, though, because, you know what I'm saying, for a long time, you know, people just kind of like held me at a high regard, you know what I'm saying, and things that I did, or whatever. But I just never really knew how to go about the, you know, the uniqueness of it. And it was kind of weirded out about the uniqueness of it for a little bit. But, you know, I learned to accept that shit. You know what I'm saying? I kept moving, you know.
So, follow-up question. So, my dad's an Aquarius, so I have an affinity for Aquarius. I was raised by, I tell people my dad is an airbender, my mom's an earthbender. Mm-hmm. So having been raised by, you know, pulled through the trenches by an Aquarius, how does that Aquarius, because so you double aqua, so you double air, and then you earth. So I get dust. Like you baby powder slapping holes. That's what I get. How do that? Yeah. And I just got a big ass thing, a cloud of powder, dust come out your hole.
What was that? What movie was that for? Pootie Tang or something?
Yeah, it was Pootie Tang. So how do you perceive that? Because I really see that's interesting to me, because you don't have any water. And so it would be interesting. I wish Jess was here, because I would like to see her perspective as to how you emote, because, you know, Aquarius has that idea that, you know, they don't have feelings. Aquarius don't have feelings. And I don't think that's true. So how do you think that's projected? And if you talk to Bae, how would you think she would say that that's projected? Does that make sense?
I think far as with the Aquarius of myself, you know what I'm saying, like, we kind of tend to think about the emotions a little bit, you know what I'm saying, rationalize the emotions and put it in, you know, so we can direct it or whatever. But how do I emote? I mean, we all got emotions. Like,
right.
It's not like I'm emotion list. Yeah. It's just, I feel it like not the same way as everybody else. And so, you know, my emotions are very, you know what I'm saying, unique to me, and could look like I don't give a fuck about others' emotions, you know what I'm saying, like that. But I really just do it for a bigger cause. And she would definitely say, you know, that as well. She'd be like, okay, you're emotional, but it's like for a bigger cause. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not it's not as reactionary, it's more calculated, and it's for like a purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's for like the betterment of the collective, the betterment of myself and the collective, my cells that's within me and shit like that. Hell yeah.
That's lit. And I love Cap. I have Cap I have Cap in my second. Oh yeah, Cap is my second. I got Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune in my second. And I come off as a Capricorn. And it's interesting. It's that hustle mentality, that go get it mentality. Like I'm a Leo, so I'm a Leo sun, I'm a Libra moon, and I'm a Scorpio rising. But I come off as a Capricorn, and that's very interesting. So I definitely respect that part of you. So I'm going to segue my conversation. So you do music. You've been doing music for quite some time. What made you start doing music? What made you actually just say, you know what, I'm a go? Because like, even with me, and especially with this transit that's going on and all the Casimis that's going on, I'm 31 and I just got to the point where I said, okay, I'm going to publicly just give myself to the public. I'll open myself up to this. So how old were you when you made that decision as per your music, and what made you do that?
What made me get into the music? Is that what you got?
Yes, and what age, and like what made you take it public? Because a lot of people, they do music, but they don't actually broadcast it. So what made you say, I'm going to do music, and what made you say, I'm going to release it to the people?
I mean, just being young and just just having fun with it, and then like battling people until that turned to me getting a computer. And like I said, once I realized I can make like a status out of it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's you know, I feel like that. I ain't even on Cap, like, and I own some Capricorn that's in this shit. That's what it was about. Like, I wanted to build my business up off of that, aka like, you know what I'm saying, be situated. You know, have my mom, you know, these certain things and that certain things, and just, you know, build a status for something that I can help people with, you know. And so, you know, I saw music as an art form, but releasing it, you know what I'm saying, broadcasting it, I saw it in that way, you know what I'm saying. I always been musically inclined. Like, that was always just natural for the most part. Like, I just something I always had, you know. And I developed it, you know, taking my time and, you know, perfecting it and shit like that, and just passionate nights and, you know, putting a lot of energy into that shit. That's why I got so many projects and shit on SoundCloud, you know what I'm saying, here and there. And, you know, I done been, I didn't get to certain things. I did certain things, you know. But for the most part, you know, yeah. You know, I'm just taking it serious and just, you know, believing that, you know, I can do something with it. That's what made me, you know, go further with it. And actually now it's whole different now. It's almost my whole spiritual shit. Like, I done switched it up.
So if you had, out of all of the music you've done thus far in life, what's your favorite song and what's your favorite lyric from that song?
That's a lot, because I got a lot of songs, but bruh, I'm not gonna be able to answer this question. I ain't even gonna count because I got so much music and I got so much favorite things. But I can give you something. Let me just play something. Can I just play something real quick?
Go for it. Set the vibe.
I gotta go grab some more weed because I thought I had enough weed, but I gotta go. It's in the other room. I'm gonna play y'all a preview of some shit. This is exclusive too. It's not out. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. And I appreciate everyone as well that's in here.
Shout out to everybody rolling up, drinking wine, whether it's cheap, the good hooch, or cheap weed. If it's Reggie, we appreciate you for being here.
She said heartbeat is so unique in dad music. So Nita, yeah, see, I got heartbeat, you know what I'm saying? So she been rocking with Baby, you know what I'm saying? That was a project I released when I, you know what I'm saying, first had my daughter raising, you know what I'm saying? And that's the song off there, you know what I'm saying, dedicated to her or whatever, you know. Yeah, but hold on, this one I'm going to play real quick. This is me and Boss Baby J. You know, I've never heard her before, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I'm about to go grab this weed. I'll be right back. How you work with people, this is how you work with them. We just build a cathedral, it's like a church for them preach. Yeah, I'm in these streets, I got the buildings, got the keys, I got the locks, you in these. Shit, we run the land, we run the streets.
Yeah, we run the water. Yeah, we run the water. Yeah, we run the water. Moonlight water, I can never have a dollar. This is my honor, set a mind to the honor. We not so deaf by getting attached to anything I profess.
What y'all smoking on though?
Cut off.
What's poppin', Megs? It's Henny Megs. Welcome.
It cut off, y'all. Hold on. Let me go back because I ain't finished rolling up, so we're going to
yeah, we run the water.
Ooh, Sour Diesel is the shit. My shit is Girl Scout cookies.
to anything I profess. An angel called. She said, I see you, what you doing, and I love it, y'all. I'm like, I remember I was riding around in the old school beauty. My head high, my whole side like Nick, get to it. My dreams all in my lap, yeah, like Nick go do. Any hardships that came down, like Nick go do. That God forced my lap, yeah, I'm like Nick go win. That release all that crap, and I'm like Nick can't quit. That pain on my face, I'm like Nick, I got it. Just tell me what it takes, and I'm like Nick, I'm sliding. Your body is a tip, I'm like Nick, I'm shining. Don't tell me what you felt, the work that started in your stuff. This is how you work with your people, this is how you work with them. We just built a cathedral, it's like a church where we preach. Yeah, I'm in these streets, I got the buildings, got the keys, I got the locks, you on your knees. Yeah, we run the land, we run the streets.
Yeah, we run the water, the water. Yeah, we run the water, the
If I get a yang, and still I know this principle of spirit is no thing, and still I know this principle is by the propane, the fire, the light that keep me guided at night, the darkness that hunts us to Taurus, wanna keep hills and hills, Ceito prevail, the swell mill, the astrologist, study myself like I'm studying in colleges, make no apologies for my role, just acknowledgement, been here before, number 9, I'm gonna do it raw, you know, come on. How you work with your people, this how you work with them. We just built a cathedral, it's like a church where we preach. Yeah, I'm in these streets, I got the buildings, got the keys, I got the locks, you on your knees. Yeah, we run the land, we run the streets.
yeah, we run the water, the water. Yeah, we run the water, the water. Yeah, we run the water, the water.
Baby, let's build this thing. Live we can spare this thing. Talk about brighter day. Take it to a better place. Riding on a better way.
You know what I'm saying? We run the water, you know. We run the water, the water. And that's just me and Boss Baby Jens. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I feel that favorite part of my day. That's what's up. Shout out to Mags and, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's actually one of my favorite songs right now. I know it's a long answer to your question, but you know, that's one of my favorite songs.
No worries, I'm here for it. Mystic, you said roll up, and you still ain't told us what you smoking. What you smoking? We on indica sativa mix.
Right. What you on? What y'all on? Shit, I forgot. What is this? This is you know what I'm saying? I think this is a hybrid. You know, but yeah. Let me go get the lighter and shit so we can spark up, because we gonna really spark up in this bitch. We ain't playing.
Right, Megs. And we said sour. I was like, oh.
Right. Y'all ready? Sour is my favorite N1 trend. Shout out to Sour. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got the motherfucking line. Just give me the light.
Hey.
Where you from, G?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Where I'm from?
Mm-hmm.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but I live in Charlotte.
Okay, baby.
Okay, baby. See, that's that New Orleans. I'm not from, everybody think I'm from New Orleans. Listen, I was just telling somebody today.
It's different?
Yeah, I'll fuck me a New Orleans bitch. Them New Orleans bitches could get it. But I'm from Baton Rouge. I wouldn't say we're a little harder, but I don't know that we harder. We just different. But we all in Louisiana, so we all got the same hearts.
Shout out to fucking Baton Rouge, then.
Hey.
Shout out to y'all.
All right, I'm trying to.
We from the Gulf. I'm from Chicago, of course.
Oh, you from Chi-Town?
Yes, man.
How was it growing up in Chirac?
Well, Chirac did get created until like 2012.
Really?
But yeah, that's when that shit, you know what I'm saying, got all that shit started and shit like that. It's purple and orange, y'all smoking good in the moment.
Right. Smoking on that purple. I done got a pound for cheap. Hey, what you saying?
But yeah, growing up in Chicago was cool, man. It was fun. You know, It's a lot of things you can learn here. Growing up, you kind of be scared and shit like that because, you know, it's just like, you know, it's just like we get rocked asleep with so many, like, you know, so many different things, you know, like, it's just so much witchcraft going on here. And that's a whole deeper concept that I would, you know what I'm saying? We have to chop offline and shit like that. It ain't secret, but it's just deep, though. It's like a deeper conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For the most part, based on like movies and shit like that, how they program people and shit like that. We grew up picking up on influences and shit like that, and we think it's, you know what I'm saying, which it really do, but it's like everything is a frequency vibration. If you ain't on that frequency of goofy shit, then you're not gonna be in goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be in goofy shit. You're gonna be in your own lane and shit like that. And so that's why, you know what I'm saying, my homies and them, you know what I'm saying, my homies and them, you know what I'm saying, they respect me because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gotta be there, but I'm still me, and you know what I'm saying, I'm still authentic and real and shit.
So what started you being from a place like Chicago? Like, how did you get into spirituality in the way that you are, especially like with astrology and things like that? Because it's not cool. One of my goals is to make being a nerd cool. So it's not cool to do any of the things we doing. So how did you get into that? How did you trip and fall into that?
For sure, it was already in me, but like, you know, my mom, well, like when I was younger, I used to think like the moon was God. Like I used to really think that was God. And then like, you know what I'm saying, got into the church and shit from my mom and shit, then like went through that cycle, then got out like when I was older and just started finding spiritual shit on the internet that I resonated with. You know, I started watching Abraham Hicks and like Shaw and shit like that. And then later on, Bobby Hemming, Brother Panic, you know what I'm saying? You know, Dolo the Potter Man, all people that have influence on me, you know what I'm saying? But I've always been a spiritual being, but like to see it in a Aquarius ass way, which is like connected and shit with other, you know, people, that shit was cool to me, you know what I'm saying? And it was just something I couldn't run from. It was just something that was authentic, and I was just like, all right, this is me, so this is what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That brought me into way harder areas than anything I could imagine.
So was it ever scary for you? Like, does that make sense? Is that a reasonable question?
Hell yeah, it was scary. You know, you got your scary moments and shit like that, but you just gotta realize, you know, I mean, you gotta go through those moments, you gotta experience those moments, shit like that. But for the most part, you just gotta realize that, you know, it's happening for you, not to you. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? It's happening for you. I always had that, even if there was a little pinch of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, I'm having a motherfucking ego death right now, nigga. I don't even know myself. But for the most part, I was like, but it's happening for me. And that always kind of reflected and ricochet, you know, brought me into, you know, deeper understandings and shit like that, you know, and, you know, I'm grateful for that.
So what are some of your coping mechanisms for when it gets scary? Especially as you go through your spiritual evolution, especially when you go through those days when you're like, hey, I'm having a fucking ego death here. And I want to bring, especially because, okay, so I call Aquarius. So Uranus, I name my planets. I learned different. So Uranus is my fuck shit up and leave planet. And so Aquarius is the baby of the fuck shit up and leave planet. So that's my fuck people up and leave planet. So like, coming into that, like walking into that, how do you cope with that, and how do you cope with fucking people up, because I know that kind of gets you a backlash as well.
Right. Well, for the most part, how do I cope with that? I've learned to cope with that now, just not being afraid to fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Like not being afraid of death. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you once you have enough shocks and shit like that, and to the point where like, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get tired of it. Like I don't give a fuck.
Thanks.
You know? Yeah. But it's a great vibration to be in, because you're saying what you're vibrationally saying is that I'm not scared to let go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared to be absent from the body. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, then you realize, oh, you wasn't that thing that was freaking out anyway. You was just holding on to that piece of you that was freaking out. You know what I'm saying? So
I take that. Change your mind, change your life. It's easier said than done, though. I will say that.
It is. You gotta go through it. You gotta go through it yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through it yourself. And it's an everyday process. It's an everyday build. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's different for everyone too. You know, so you know, I know how interesting that is. You know, we always revert the phoenix for a rising, but never its willingness and grace on its way to death. Yeah, that's a good statement. Hell yeah, you can't be scared. You can't be scared to let them feel like that or whatever. You know, yes, change your thoughts, change your life. The surrender isn't easy. It's not. You gotta.
All right, so
because you gotta surrender to respond. Like you gotta. It's a balance with surrender. You gotta surrender to. I mean, it can play out in different magnitudes. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know, surrendering could play out in different magnitudes. Surrendering could be acting upon something and giving your energy, or it could be meaning let go. It's just up for you to decide. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling everybody, like, we the new individuals. Like, no one, like, you have to know yourself. Like, right now. You know, you have to know yourself right now. Real shit.
You said something in one of your talks, and it really resonated with me. It says, you are your own role model right now. And I think as we enter the Aquarian age, like I keep trying to explain to people what that means, but like you have to understand that I grew up, like I told you, I grew up with an Aquarius. So to enter the Aquarian age, you have to understand what it is to live with an Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? You have to know how the Aquarius work, and we'll be in that for the next 3 years. And so the Aquarius is literally the epitome of, I'm my own role model. My dad, this nigga will walk out the house with some fucking yellow pants on. I'm like, bro, what is you doing? Why?
Shout out to him.
But that's the Aquarian age. The Aquarian age is doing exactly what the fuck you want, how the fuck you want, and really not giving a shit about anybody else. So this is causing a lot of that surrendering. It's causing a lot of that ego death for people. It's taking them out of, especially, and I love my favorite square or planetary alignment right now is that Aquarius, that I always say this wrong, Uranus square Saturn, because that's my, like, no, you're not doing it right. If you're not doing something that's true to your fucking self, it's not gonna work. And that fits so true to under the fucking Aquarius umbrella. Like, Aquarian is like, I'm myself. So for the next 3 years, people, they don't even know that they're gonna be doing this, but anything that's not true to them, if you want to walk outside in yellow pants and you got brown pants on, you're gonna get some shit on your brown pants because you're supposed to have yellow pants on. That's just how it's working right now.
No, that's real. Like, Aquarius squaring Uranus is learning how to be yourself for real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to be yourself in a real way. You know what I'm saying? You got Uranus in Taurus, so you gotta do your individuality in a motherfucking fixed form ass way, aka Taurus. You know what I'm saying? Taurus. I'm saying, not give you gotta, you know what I'm saying, flex on motherfuckers. You gotta get bullied.
It's the bull. It's not, bulls don't take no shit. They run through shit. I'm tearing everything up on the way through that shit. That's Taurus.
And then, you know, we got Saturn at home in Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? That's making shit real. And especially, you know, the Aquarian house is the public, you know what I'm saying? It's the public arena. So it's like doing that shit, you know what I'm saying? What we doing right now. And, you know, therefore, you know, we the example, so we become the example of the energy and shit. I know, like she said.
Yeah. That's scary. It's super scary. So for me, my journey into spirituality wasn't as crisp and clean as yours. I'm like I told Mike, but I'm a preacher's kid. I'm a pastor's kid from, you know, my dad's an Aquarius, but he's a pastor. And so it just think about it like this. Think of an Aquarian pastor. So everything you would think of an Aquarian pastor, it is. Me and this nigga, my grandmother just died. Me and this nigga pouring up throwing at the wildest after parties. You know what I'm saying? Cutting the fuck up, smoking cigars together. My mom got mad because me and this nigga stayed in a cigar bar till like 2:00 in the morning. But that's an Aquarius pastor, you know what I'm saying? He's changing the idea of what you think ministers should be.
You're always gonna change and be an individual.
Spirit is redirecting us to what we didn't even want to know is our authenticity.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure. Again, it get deep with that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. But yeah, yo, you right. That's some unique ass shit. Shout out to your
and folks still come to that nigga church too. They be in that bitch Sunday after they left them in the club. Like, what's happening? Like, that's some Aquarius shit. Yeah. I fuck with that nigga for that though. Like, you my boy, you my nigga. Hey,
he ain't even a pastor. He's just himself. Like, he's just like, himself in this shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I fuck with that.
But I'm not gonna monopolize your conversation. I know this your locker room talk, but I just wanted to hop on and just give you an interview. Just let the people, like, give you a break and let the people hear about who you were as a human. I think you're a cool individual. I enjoy watching you. I enjoy learning from you. So I appreciate you even just giving me some time. And if you got questions for me, I'm open to them.
Yo, I fuck with you. Yo. So all right. I saw your YouTube. So how long you been doing YouTube?
Not even about 8 months. Yeah, about 8 months. I got a problem with falling in love with fuck niggas that like to beat the shit out of me or abuse me. It be like that sometimes. That outside dick. Yeah, them like it be like that. The hood niggas be breaking your fucking back. Like, oh, don't leave. You punched me in my left eye, bitch. I ain't even like that one anyway. Like,
it be like that, man.
Yeah. But I started it after and it's so funny. So I'm so excited about this spiritual Saturday because I already know what the video is going to be. But I started my YouTube just on some, like, I got to get this energy out. I can't keep this in. I'm healing. I went to this cocoon. I went to this self-love thing. But I also was like, I want to help other women who have been through this. And I'm the type of person, like, I'm not going to just talk about it. I'm going to be about it. So I'm going to show you my growth. I'm going to show you that change doesn't happen overnight. I'm going to show you what healing look like. I'm going to show you what good days look like. I'm going to show you what bad days look like. I'm going to show you the good, bad, and the ugly. My idea behind this is just like, you see Beyonce and Jay-Z, but you don't see Beyonce and Jay-Z at home. You don't see, like, you have this false perception of what being someone great is, but you don't know what it look like behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So I want to show people, I don't know where I'm going in life. I don't know where God's going to take me. But wherever I'm going, I want one. So I got a little niece. I don't have any kids. It's just me. But one, it's my, I know you got kids, but I don't know if you ever seen the show Good Luck Charlie.
I have.
It used to come on Disney, but the idea was this chick, she used to make video blogs for her little baby sister so she can watch them when she get older. And so that's part of what I'm doing. I make videos for my little niece. So whenever I'm long gone, she got her TN telling her shit because she gonna run into it. She gonna find it one day.
I love it.
Yeah. So I got it for her for whenever, you know, she got me now and she not interested, but I know it's gonna be a point in time she gonna wish she knew she had some advice so she can go find the Hope Dealer, click on videos and hear her crazy ass auntie giving her some advice that she didn't even know that her auntie was thinking about her own. So that's it's thick. And you know, my North Node is in Aquarius as well. So like I'm global scale.
You gotta do some unique shit. That's just
yeah.
I fuck with that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Shout out to man. That is beautiful.
I appreciate you, Megs.
For sure. Yeah, for
right.
sure. But I'm definitely tapped in. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I appreciate yo. I see it. You on your spiritual path. You on your North Node. Because when I saw, I think I saw one of your videos. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, she's different. I like that. I'm a little crazy sometimes, but hey, shit, we all gotta be.
I'm me, and my goal is to show people how to be them the best way that's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, people already feel bad for just being different, and
right.
I struggle with that a whole lot in my life. I struggle with trying to fit in. I struggle with trying to make because I was weird. So the cool boys didn't like the weird girls. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be all that shit. And like when my fiance left me, I was like, fuck all that shit. I'm doing all this shit. And these fuck ass boys still leaving me. I might as well just be me. You know what I'm saying? And whoever come. And if they don't, I'm going to just be rich and fine. Fuck that shit.
You reach that point. You just be like, look, You know what I'm saying? And that's what we was talking about earlier, because it's about not being afraid to die. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's just a version of it. You know what I'm saying? But always, you know, not being afraid to put depth to something, aka to shed something, to shed an insecurity. You know what I'm saying? To shed, you know, a mentality or a thought you was holding on to, or a perception or a worldview you was clinging to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, transformation is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
But it don't feel good. So don't let people, like, one of the things that I want to knock out the spiritual community, people think like, oh, I'm on a spiritual journey. This is going to be so fun. I'm going to be dancing all the way through. Mind you, I peep-pop to anything. However, it's not, it's really a active process. And sometimes it's bad days. Sometimes it's a lot of tears. It's a lot of lonely days. It's a lot of getting that shit out your system. It's a lot of checking yourself. It's a lot of self-reflection. It's a lot of self-accountability. But once you get over that hurdle, listen, I want nobody else's life but mine. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my life.
I had put out a tweet the other day, and I said, this shit not easy learning.
Yeah.
It's easy knowing. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy learning, but it's easy knowing. That's because once you know it, okay, you know what I'm saying, at least you have a little leeway, okay? At least now I know something. Now I know how it's affecting me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to experience it like I did the first time not knowing.
Fix. All right. So I feel like we running people off, but you got any more questions for me? And Meg, she just eating this shit. She's like, I love this.
It's about, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be. I'm me in all situations, and that's what I prepare to be. So I don't care if it's 1,000 people, 2 people, 1 million. I'm gonna be me.
Listen, I literally just had this conversation. So I'm gonna talk to you about 2 things. One, like, I had to learn a lesson. The biggest lesson I just learned is be you and the world will adjust. Like, I had to make a decision. Like, I a lot, like my Instagram, my because a lot of people was like, you should really put this Hope Dealer shit out there. Like, people really want to hear what you got to say. And you got to be careful not to get caught up in the hype. You got to be careful not to do it for the likes. Because if you do it for the likes, you're going to stray off the path real fast. So, you know, that's a real thing. But I had to learn, one, like, this is my life. I'm allowing you to watch. You're the one with the privilege. I can take my life off a display, and then you won't have any fucking entertainment. So I'm going to dance whether you looking or not. I'm going to talk shit whether you looking or not. I'm going to give hope whether you fucking looking or not. And I definitely had to learn that. But everybody's not like that.
That's fair. That's what it's about. You being authentic to yourself. And shit, you know?
Hard lesson, very hard lesson. And time. And I'll tell you this, I feel like this is a message I'm supposed to give to you. Me and my sister just talked about it, and I made a video about it. I'm a Gates fan. I love Kevin Gates. I love hard rap. But time for that.
Gates.
Huh?
I said, shout out to Kevin Gates.
Hey. But I learned about time. Like, the most valuable, a lot of people are confused in life, and this kind of hit me today. Like, a lot of people think that you're rich when you have money, but I think rich is time, because time is the one most valuable asset that you have in life. That's the one thing that you can't replenish. You can't work hard for to get back. You can't do anything for it. So if I give you my time, you have to give me something of equal value or greater. And if you don't give me something of equal value or greater, I'm not spending my time, money on you. You're not worth it. Like, you're not worth the investment. So spend your time wisely. I was telling my sister, like, she was talking about, she polyamorous. So she goes on these little dates or whatever. And I told her, I said, ask yourself, when you take these invitations with these people, is it worth my time? Is it worth me giving you this time that I can never get back in my whole fucking life? And if it's not, then don't do it. And that's really how I move in my life. And a lot of people don't like me for that, because I'm very straightforward. I'd be like, yeah, nah, I don't want to fucking do that, because I could be staring at paint dry, bitch, instead of being in this room with you. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be doing that shit. My time would be more valuably spent doing that shit, you know, my boy. So just, Like, and I really realized when you realize your currency different, what's really currency? Is it what's in your bank account or is it time? And I might not be financially rich. I might not be the richest bitch in the book, you know what I'm saying? But
no,
I got time.
You got time, and so you rich. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I can agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? Because who I give my time is valuable. Every moment I could be in a certain state of being, and basically based on that moment that I'm in, I know that's my point of attraction. That's what I'm receiving. You know what I'm saying? So I'm receiving thoughts and feelings, and I'm creating based on what I'm resonating with at that moment. So I don't want no fuck shit in my time that I'm doing. I don't want no fuck shit in my time. I only want real shit in my time. You know? Real shit.
So just don't waste my time. Please don't ever. That's the worst thing you could do. Worst things you could do is lie to me and waste my time. That I'm not a violent person, but that might get you slapped in your shit. Like, bitch, the fuck wrong with you? I could have been doing anything else but fucking talking to you. Calm down. So
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we, you know, us Saturn as Aquarius, Capricorn, you know, we know how to set boundaries and shit, you know, but boundaries can be harsh to people, right? Based on how you look at that. You know what I'm saying? Based on how you look at, oh, this may be affecting this person this way. And you know what I'm saying? You too considerate of that. That's when you can become passive and shit like that. But sometimes you gotta know yourself. You gotta know your worth. You gotta know, you know what I'm saying, when to be like, no, I'm straight, you know.
I'll be honest with you, Ceito. I'm just learning that. I'm just
confident with building. Like that's how you build. You have confidence with actually building over time and shit like that. And okay, this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna make sure this shit's stable and stability and shit like that. And, you know, that's how you build last long and shit. You know? But yeah.
I struggle with, and this is like so we had a Cassimi in Venus, and we had a Cassimi in Mercury. So I got Venus in the 10th house, and I got Mercury in the 10th house. And I'm definitely undergoing a transformation, and I pay attention to it because I'm a scientific spiritualist. But I'll be honest with you, as vocal as I am, it's so hard setting boundaries because I'm afraid people won't like me. I'm afraid, you know, because I feel like if my goal, especially it makes sense now, I got that Aquarius North Node. So I feel like in order to help everybody, they have to like me. But I learned that they don't. So at the age of 31, I'm just learning how to set boundaries. And to be honest, it's more uncomfortable for me than it is for other people because I got that Leo. So I'm a Leo, so I'm the heart. But
right?
Yeah, so it hurts me. You know how mom, I know you're a parent, so you know when they say it hurt me more than it hurts you, it hurts me more than it hurts you to set a boundary. I hate setting boundaries. And I hate when people make me set boundaries. But remember, if you do make me set a boundary, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But I have to learn. So that's where I'm at right now in my journey. And I'll tell you, it's one of the most uncomfortable things that I'm going through. It's really, really hard. I don't like to have to son a nigga, but I do, you know?
Yeah.
And it's for my own good.
When it's come from your own good, you know, that's when you realize, okay, this might be, you know what I'm saying, this might be a desire that I might be attached to because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we want things to go good, but like then we look at reality and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Saturn comes into play, you know what I'm saying? Saturn comes into play, and that's when it's like, okay, you know, you either gonna get flipped on your ass by Saturn, you know what I'm saying? Or you gotta set that boundary.
That's it.
Real shit.
I'm a masochist though, so like the universe it's funny. So I'm like, I like pain, and the universe be like, for real, bitch. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. It definitely touched your ass. All right, for real though.
And I'd be like, okay, I'm just playing. I quit. I tap. My bad. I ain't mean it. I'm sorry.
No, that's real. That's facts. That's facts.
You got Leo in your 7th house, Mystic Maze. So okay, so Ceito, work with me. We gonna talk through this. So I'm a baby astrologer, Mystic. So Leo, so 7th house, so I learned differently. So we're going to learn together. So 7th house is house of relationships, right?
Right.
Right. So you got Leo in your 7th house. So I would say that off the cuff, and then I'm going to let Ceito tell you what he think, and we can go from there. So 7th house, Leo. So I'm a Leo. So you passionate about your relationship. So I don't know if you can put your sun, moon, and rising in the comments, but whatever it is, if you a Cancer, if you are a water sign, whatever it is, you passionate about your relationship. So whether it's your family, whether it's a love relationship, you all in head first. Like you love hard and you love big. So, but in the same sense with that, because I am a Leo, there's a dark side to Leo. So if somebody cross you in that 7th house, when it comes to relationship, it's off with their heads. And it's no coming back with that shit. It's like once I did that shit, and bitch, we can't ever be friends. And you the type of person to cut a motherfucker off cold. Like, why you stop talking to me, bitch? Like, and you'll never respond. So I don't know if that's the real thing or that's how you feel, but Ceito, what you got?
Hey, that was spot on. You know what I'm saying? Look, Libra, 7th house is relationship, like you said, and then, you know what I'm saying? So the house would be the temperament, the temperature would be Leo, you know what I'm saying? Passion, you know what I'm saying? One that has love, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, the shit that look good, you know what I'm saying? The shit that feel good, the shit that's, you know what I'm saying? That's good to make you feel good, like you feel in your ego about, like, yeah, this is my shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like that type of love, you know what I'm saying? That type of relationships or shit like that. Or you just got hella information on your relationship, because also Leo is just information. You know what I'm saying? So everything, how you relate to, you know what I'm saying, is in your own unique way. And you see everything. You know, it can go multiple ways.
Yeah.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, like, you know, these houses and how that actual energy play out. But depending on, did she say she was a Leo sun? Yeah, she's a Leo sun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's going on in there is what the sun is, you know what I'm saying? Like, the sun brings action, it brings light, you know what I'm saying, information. So it's basically what you're looking at, you know what I'm saying? And what you're looking at, you know what I'm saying, is motherfucking Leo in the 7th house, aka explosive relationships, you know what I'm saying? Explosive, like, you want the best nut ever if you fuck.
I was just thinking that. Listen.
You want shit to look real, you know? That's how it go.
So really quick before we go to the next thing, while he reading that, but like, and I'll say this just as a cap, like, a lot of people think that, so I'm Scorpio rising, but I think Leos might be the nastiest sign. I don't know about the other signs. My sister is a Sagittarius, and she be like, don't slap me, I just want to make love. But I think that, like, Leo, especially with that Leo in the 7th house, whoever you get, like, you got that power poem, you gonna snatch their soul, boo. And they always come back. But the joke's on them. Once I cut you off, you cut off. It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. That should be the intro song to the 7th house. All right, what was okay, I'm sorry, I missed something.
Oh man, you wild. You said that was Leo?
Leo, yeah. But you went, and the thing about Leo is you don't. Okay, so when you see Leo in a traditional tarot, you see the baby, you see the sun card, you know. So you don't think, a lot of people have that innocent idea about Leo, and that's how Leo get people. That's the jig. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna follow this Leo, and this Leo, this a baby, oh, okay. And then they get you in their bedroom, they suck the skin off your dick, they eat your pussy until you cry, and then you be like, oh, I'm in love. And then they be like, oh, well. And then the Leo be like, that was okay. It's good. I'm okay. I'm good on that. It was fun, though. I hope you feel better. And then you just move on.
Right.
That's Leo. That's Leo. Until they love you.
Oh, freaky shit. Like,
Yeah.
That's that. What they say with the little memes, they be like, she did this and never text me back the next day.
Looking at the phone, crying like, what, she doesn't love me. Nah, she.
Right? Like, you tweaking, like, you know,
Like it was Tuesday, and you in love. That's me every day. Like, calm down, son. And people don't expect that from Leo though, because we are such, big-hearted people.
Right. She said, Scorpio. Damn, you got everything. I got. Only thing we got different is Aquarius. I got Aquarius sun, but you cap ascendant in Aquarius moon. She said, for real, I've done that to so many. Damn, y'all Leo's gonna be playing.
Like Rihanna said, I thought I told you I was a savage, but people don't believe us when we say we savages because they have that idea of the sun card. They're like, oh, y'all little kids. And so we eat your ass alive.
That's real. Big cat.
Big cat face.
Big cat.
Hey. And that's a real thing. And so really random, while we're talking about random shit. So this is my thought. And I just talked about this, I think, in one of my videos. But I think that, so I study the archetypes to a T. I'm a nerd like that. And I really believe that while I don't believe that every archetype is true to its template, like every Leo isn't the same, every Aquarius isn't the same. It's sun, moon, and rising, and a whole bunch of other aspects. But what I will say about the Leo aspect is that we really are big cats. Like we really, like I have feline attributes. Like for instance, first off, a cat, if you've ever had a pet cat, cats do not submit to any, like a cat does not follow anybody's control. They will come to you and they'll come lay on you. They'll choose you. But they won't, if you ever try to tell a cat what to do, a cat gonna look at you like you on dog food. Like, bitch, what the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? But if they like you, they'll come to you and they'll allow you to be in their presence. There's that. But also just something as simple as like cats love to be rubbed. And I know a lot of Leos, one of my favorite things is a massage. I used to tell my ex, listen, my cheat code is if you rub my hair like a cat, that'll calm me down. But cats love to be rubbed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the thing. So I think we have cat-like attributes,
Because, I mean, like you said, y'all would allow us to be in y'all presence, right?
Yeah.
So that's like Leo, you know what I'm saying? Like being center stage, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just center stage because that's just what y'all are, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just what it is. It's like y'all energy. Y'all just got that attraction, that light energy, you know what I'm saying? Sun there. Sun ruler. Motherfucking Mars exalted.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Hell yeah.
But really quick about Leo, and then I want to do this Venus in the 8th house, and then I won't hold you if you got to run because I know you got the babies, and I got to go to work in the morning. But I think about Leo, and this is a common misconception, and I don't know if it has to do with my other placements, but the one thing about Leo is people think Leo likes being the center of attention.
And that's a misconception.
It is. I abhor it. And it's crazy. It's like a double-edged sword because if I put in some work, I want you to acknowledge me for the work I did. You ain't got to put it out to everybody, but don't steal my shit. There's that, but. Like we don't I hate attention because when you have attention, that's more eyes on you, and then you can't move the way you want to move. You know what I'm saying? Like if people watching me, I can't do the shit that I'm trying to do behind the scene. That's more energy, negative or positive energy that people are projecting towards me. That's more all of that. Leos, our template, our natural template is the center of attention. So we don't try to be, we just are. Like Mike said this to me before, the sun don't shine. The sun don't ask to shine, it just shines. And I feel so bad. I used to feel so guilty because people used to, especially as I grow in my spirituality, like people used to always be like, like especially women and men for me, because I have a very masculine energy, they feel threatened by me. And I'm like, first off, bitch, I ain't even looking at you. I don't care what the fuck you doing or what the fuck you got going on, but you coming for me. First things first, don't ever come for me if I ain't sent for you. Because if you walk into a lion's den when they haven't submitted to you, what the fuck gonna happen? You gonna get ate the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cat and I'm pretty, but bitch, I'll eat you. So there's that whole thing. So, you know, there's that, but I don't really like the attention because I like to move. I like to make my moves. I'm by myself for a reason, you know? So yeah, there's that. So don't think that Leo, we just like to help people. We like to help everybody, and we don't help everybody for the attention. We help everybody because that's what we're called to do. Like, I
just this shit. It's just like,
yeah. And if I would never say that, and it's a conflict too, because I don't ever want to be cocky. I don't ever want to be like, well, I'm that bitch or I'm the shit, because I don't want people to. If my goal is that Aquarius North Node to help people, then I don't want anybody to ever feel like I think that I'm better than them. Does that make sense?
Right. No,
so it's
the shit. It's just like, why would somebody that know they the shit be like, I'm the shit? And so that's where that little conflict come with. You know what I'm saying? Leo not really fucking with the, you know what I'm saying? Fucking with the extra attention, because y'all already just get it naturally. And so, you know, y'all know how to manage that. You know?
So, and then I wanna do her. She said she had Venus in the 8th, and this is the rest of my astrology lesson, because I learned by talking. I found out today in the group chat that I am a self-projected projector, and so. Yeah. Talking, that's my thing.
Facts.
I'm learning about it. My head fucked up right now. I'm trying to figure out some shit right now.
Yeah. What house you got Leo in?
So it's in the 9th house, but my houses are split. So if you look at it, so my sun is in Leo in the 9th house, but I also have Leo in the 10th house, but I also have Virgo in the 10th house. So I don't have any planets in Leo in the 10th house. I got my planets in Virgo in the 10th house, if that makes sense.
Right. And what was your ascendant, Aquarius?
No, Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay. Yeah. So you say you got your Leo in the 9th house. Yeah. So you learn by experience. That's, you know what I'm saying. If you a sun in the 9th house, you know what I'm saying. Most of your shit just gonna come out. You just get shedding light to shit, and how you give light to something is just. You know what I'm saying? Become aware of it. And you're not going to become aware of it if you don't jump into it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I done had my head pushed into a fucking wall before. You could have kept that lesson, Leo. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. But I'm a better person because of it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here had I not gone through that. So my experiences, every last experience that I ever experienced, made me who I am. But you could have kept that shit. And some lessons that like I really had to learn that, but I'm able to help more people because I did experience that.
It is, and then when you get esoteric with it, it's like the lessons you learn, you gotta realize that if you could have learned that lesson in the past life. In a past life, it could have been in a different shape and form. So it's like when you detach from the shape and form of what you're learning, you know what I'm saying? And this is some spiritual shit, like I'm saying, getting into that aspect. When you detach from the shape and form of what you're learning, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, and just see it as something like familiar. That's when you'll be able to attract lighter experiences. You know what I'm saying? That are, more so ascended because you're detaching from the shape and form. Like it's really simple. Right? I was trying to make it sound, but it's really simple. Like when you detach from the shape and form of some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You won't look at that thing and have so much emotions of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when you get really spiritual. Right? That's when you really be in the spirit realm and shit like that.
And that's hindsight being 2020. It makes it, what you said makes sense to me because I went through it. But if we would be talking to a spiritual baby, like they'd be like, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
They'd be wrong.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They'd be offended.
Hot right now. Like, what do you mean detach? I can't. Like, it's not that easy, but it is. Once you've done it.
It is. It is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be the convincer. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cosmic Drug. You know what I'm saying?
Cosmic in here.
Mystical illuminations in this.
What's poppin'? Hey, we in the building. What we got? We got gang signs. I always wanted to throw up a gang sign.
Right. Mystical illuminations in this.
Yeah, heavy in this bitch. What's poppin'?
He's dealing, you know what I'm saying, for that power.
Fakes. Yeah, listen. Let's do a quick conversation on the peace dealer. So let's do this real quick. So how did you? What brought you to Mike? How did you and Mike meet? How did you? Yeah.
So the peace dealer, I started following him because this astrologer named Dogo the Pilot Man I was watching.
Shout out to the flight boss, bitch. You know for sure.
Now he you know, would be in the motherfucking chat and shit, shouting him out, whatever. So I just followed him, whatever. But I dropped a song called "Go With Me" on YouTube and whatever, on the Soul Group mixtape and shit like that. And motherfucking, she said, "Air."
Hey.
Right? Flight boss around this bitch. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I dropped a song called "Go With Me," and Peace Dealer reached out like, "Yo, this is my favorite song." And then he was like, you know, you on the conscious wave, and he was like, you know, let me do a reading for you and shit like that. And I'm like, damn, bro, all right, it's just, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, he reached out to me on some like, he fuck with my music shit and shit.
Okay.
History ever since, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when he hit me up, I was like, damn, that's what's up. The peace dealer fucking with my shit. You know what I'm saying? And so then, you know, we just we just had a conversation. Then, you know, we just, you know, kept the relationship alive on a vibe, and then Mystical Illuminations was ready, and you know, he hit me up and shit, and he was like, you know, how can I? I was like, how can I be a part of this? You know what I'm saying? How can I, you know, aid and shit like that for the most part? And it was history. You know what I'm saying? Now we here, baby.
Facts.
Now we here.
So let me tell you how everything panned out in a certain way. So last year when Mars went to Aries, I remember sitting in my bathtub. I told you my ex left me. I thought I was gonna get married. I was going through all this ascension shit. So I'm sitting in the bathtub, and I told myself I had been talking about doing a YouTube channel for like some years. And so I told myself, I was like, I'm going to do my YouTube channel when I get a man and he loves me, and we're going to do it together. And I was like, yes. But
it's awesome.
yeah, like, oh my God, power couple, like that's it. So that shit didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting in the tub and I'm watching him, and it was one of his transit talks. And so I had never seen him before. I'm a pastor's daughter. I had been secretly studying tarot for years. And so I see him, I click on the transit talk, and I'm watching it. And this nigga, I'm going to say nigga, he was a black person. I was like, this nigga lit. And he talk about astrology. So I'm like, So I literally get out of the tub that very same night after I finished watching that transit talk, and I record my very first episode in the neighborhood. Because he actually said, don't wait, start now. And he said that in the video, and I got out of the tub and I started. And so I started watching him. And then one day he was talking, and I sent him a message in one of his chats and one of his videos. I was like, we gonna work together. Ain't nothing else. I was like, we gonna work together one day. And I didn't expect him to write me back. Like I felt like I was meeting Drake, bitch. I was like, oh, the peace dealer wrote me. Oh my God. He wrote me back, and we did a peace talk, and ever since then we just been fucking with each other. Like I fuck with him. I fuck with his message. I might not fuck with everything he do all the time, but I fuck with him as a human. And so like he one of my people that's not visual. Yeah. And so he one of my people that's like you under my covering now. And I don't think he know that, but like you under my covering. So like don't say shoot if you don't want nobody to shoot, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we here. So like and so I appreciate him as a human. He's just a really, 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 really good human. Like just generally, he's a really funny human. So I'm grateful for him. And then he introduced me to a bunch of people who didn't make me feel bad about being who I was.
Right, and that's always amazing. You know what I'm saying? Being able to connect other individuals with other individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like one of the best things ever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm glad what we're doing. I'm glad what everyone is doing. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gets me emotional. I'm being an emotional Aquarius. My water is getting heavy. You know?
That's that Bombay. That ain't no fucking emotions.
But, you know, it is. But nonetheless, you know, yeah, I just appreciate this shit for sure because this is what it's about.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do some good things. We definitely I just decided today that for my birthday I'm gonna do a Leo tour. And so I definitely gotta have you on the Leo tour. I'm gonna get Chad the Maverick. I definitely gotta have Cosmic Drugs, crazy ass on the fucking Leo tour. But we're gonna do a spiritual Leo tour for my birthday this year because I fucking deserve that shit and we deserve that shit. And I think the one thing I'll say this about Mike is it takes a special type of person to put a group of people together that can actually get along. And he really, I always talk cash money shit to him because I was just like, you take it too long, you take it too long, you take it too long. But slow and steady wins the race. And he took his time to choose the people that he wanted on his team and he knew would be good for his team. And I think he did a phenomenal job.
Back. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mike for sure. Yeah, for connecting. Just expanding. The expansion is real. You know what I'm saying? The expansion is real. Once it's real, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got Ceito and motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, HopeDealer on this bitch, and we talk real shit, you know it's real.
Hey. So we definitely gotta do more collabs together. You should definitely put this on the fucking Mystic Illuminations. I think this will be a great one.
For sure.
For people to get to know both of us. But like I'm like, so I'll tell you this. So you got a friend for life in me. You and Boss Baby, just because I'm the type of woman, like I already know, like, listen, bitch, don't make me come through here and slap you. I feel like she that type of woman. Like she like, bitch, don't make me drive to your house. So I show that respect. Like that's how I was born and raised, and that's how I would want a woman to respect me. I'm my own role model, so I'm treating people how I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? And behind every good man, it's a soldier. So she didn't put in her stripes. So, but I'm excited about what we have to come up, and I think it's gonna be awesome. I think we're gonna really change the world.
That's what it's about.
Facts.
And all love. And you said soul group party for sure. And why? Just let me know the date, y'all. Let me know the date. I'll be there. Shit.
Yeah,
also, we're gonna have a motherfucking Chicago soul group. You know what I'm saying? Soon. I don't know when. Could be possibly this summer. You know, or next year. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we're gonna tee up.
So are you in Chicago right now, or are you in Florida? I don't know why I think you're in Florida.
I'm in Chicago.
Okay.
I wish I was in Florida. Florida
don't judge me. This is an ignorant ass question, but I don't give a fuck. Fight me. Yeah, they got beaches in Chicago?
Hell yeah. We got Lake Michigan.
Okay.
So, you know, like, we like, and I'm Lake Michigan, like, a couple blocks away. Like, I'm in South Shore, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, it's lit, you know?
Okay.
You know, but yeah, please pull up in Chicago, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm getting busy here for sure, and all y'all energy is needed. Oh, he said that. What you know about Harold's? Let's go. All right.
So what's Harold's? Somebody tell me.
You know what I'm saying? Famous chicken shack spot. You know what I'm saying? If you need you some mild sauce. Look, the mild sauce is what make it poppin'. You know what I'm saying? Mild sauce. Get with the mild sauce. Put the mild sauce. Get mild sauce on this shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? You're going to experience the full totality of what we crave. You know what I'm saying? AKA Harold's. Chicago got the best food. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now.
You out your noggin. You on a call with somebody from Louisiana and you gonna say Chicago got the best food?
Chicago got the best food. Ain't no cap. I ain't been. You know, I gotta come to Louisiana and see what y'all talking about. But for the most part, I've been to a lot of places. And we still in this story. He know about Harold's stuff, so he already knows. Shout out to Esco. He already knows. He ain't got it. You know what I'm saying?
So I tell anybody who come to New Orleans, and I know they gonna fuss at me for this, and my advice is the same for her. Listen, I tell you, take 2 trips to Louisiana, to New Orleans specifically. One with Bay and one without Bay. One with Bay and one without Bay. It's gonna change your life, and I mean that for her too, because it's an experience, and it's an experience both times. And it don't mean you're gonna go off and do nothing crazy, but it's just an experience in both ways. Like Louisiana people,
I can believe that.
We got the kindest hearts in the world, and I was just telling somebody this. We got the kindest hearts in the world, but we also nuts, and I say that with love. Like I say that with love, but Louisiana is where it's at. But I will say this: I had my first
culture now, man. I want to definitely slide. You know what I'm saying?
I had my first deep dish pizza, and I will say I did not expect that shit to be as delicious as it was, and it was. So I had a homegirl. It was in Louisiana, but she got people in Chicago, and so they sent her deep dish pizzas.
I'm telling you, the food lit, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no cap. She said,
"Yo,
good food Connecticut has pizza." Hey, Cosmic Jug, I fuck with you.
Yeah, you funny as fuck, Cosmic Jug. Bitch, you better keep that shit up. Like, you is where it's at. I ain't gonna lie to you.
For sure, yeah. We all gotta link up and shit and make shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
We gotta come to Connecticut and get some of that good ass pizza.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
After we smoke some good blunts.
You
You know? They got good weed in Connecticut. Cosmic.
Ooh, that's a good question.
You know?
That's a good question. We need
I need?
we need that good weed, you know.
I don't know how they grow it there.
Right. She said, sure. You know what I'm saying? We got some shit. We got some shit in Chicago. She said, hilarious Saturday. You talking about me? Because I got hella Saturn in my shit. Hella Saturn. Motherfucking Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon.
Oh, yeah, you are Saturn ruled. You were like a disciplinarian.
Aquarius Saturn. Okay? Venus Capricorn.
Ooh, how is that?
I love hard and long. Mars Capricorn.
That's what he said. Okay. Mars Capricorn.
Mars.
It's not comfortable there. I feel like it's not comfortable there.
Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So
Really?
it loves being there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you get the extra stunt. You know what I'm saying? You get the extra stunt. Nick, say I knock you out. It's like,
Okay, I can see that.
you know and my shit gonna be heavy too. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be Capricorn like.
Capricorn, you gonna feel this shit, son. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll take that. Okay.
She said we got good psychedelics. Y'all, Connecticut sound like you got good psychedelics. No cap.
Listen, right, you gotta have it. But I'll tell you this. I love everybody. I'm not doing nothing. I don't do nothing but smoke my herbs. My sister, she be like, let's try it. Nah, fuck that shit. Tell me the story. I'll watch y'all. Y'all need a good shaman. I'll be that shit. I'm going to smoke this blunt while y'all eat the mushrooms. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, thanks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mushrooms. I didn't do mushrooms. I didn't do mushrooms before and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mushrooms was trippy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that shit not nothing to play with either.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm good. I believe the stories.
Yeah. Saturn and Aquarius conjunct 1 and 0 degrees. Y'all be tea, bro. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tea and we got everything. I love to be around a bunch of happy people. I'm gonna do me.
Thanks. Just like that in that voice.
You know what I'm saying? You know, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. Shrooms is definitely an interesting experience for sure.
My sister, she tries all of the good things. She's in Seattle. I actually be on the East Coast, the West Coast, I think in June or July, but I'm still not trying that shit. I'm good. I believe the stories, but she tried LSD recently. That was interesting. She was like, and she's honest, like, so me and my sister, we're completely different, but she was just like, that's a trip I never go on again. I don't want to do it. She was like, it wasn't fun.
Yeah, it can be intense, you know, it's bodily, so it changes your bodily vibratory frequency, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, your body be tripping and shit like that, you know.
I'm good. Just give me the weed. Let me eat it or let me smoke it. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt like I was walking on sunshine.
This nigga, he said he was walking on Leos. He said he was walking on sunshine. He had them lined up.
Real shit. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's my experience. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, go through it. I love y'all. I love y'all too. I like y'all. I like y'all spaces and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I love that y'all got y'all own space and y'all own experience. And y'all get to experience how y'all want to experience what y'all want to experience and shit like that. And what might not be good for you might be good for what might not be good for me might be good for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, psychedelics aren't usually fun, but they are healing. But yeah, you know they can do healing, especially if it's like you programmed. If you super programmed and shit like that, you do a psychedelic. Trust me, your ass ain't never going back to the program.
The Matrix is broke, bitches.
Too bad. You better make some type of sense out of some shit in your life because you ain't going back to the program. Like 37 Wolfgangs that Lucy done play. What Kendrick said, what's wrong, nigga? I thought this is what you wanted. I love that Kendrick album. Shout out Kendrick Lamar.
Listen, I can't do, I'm a conscious person, but I love Kendrick as an artist. We could have a whole nother conversation about music because I'm a musician as well. Kendrick is one of those rappers that's he's so conscious. Like, I gotta be real high and real in my feelings to listen to Kendrick. Like, I gotta really want to change the world when I listen to Kendrick. Yeah,
I feel you. I wanted to change the world too, so I feel you. That's probably why I was listening to him. But yeah. I mean, you know, it's different when you're in that position and shit like that. And this is just some personal shit. I was just talking about Kendrick, and I was just kind of mad that he ain't dropped shit like recently, but it's too political, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? When you under certain lights and shit, you know what I'm saying, certain restrictions and boundaries, you know what I'm saying, you can't say shit because, you know what I'm saying, you really gotta say it. You really gotta say it with your guts, and you don't want to get your endorsement dropped and shit like that and shit like that, you know, so for the most part, you should never want to set yourself up in that way, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Shout out to Kendrick, though, you know what I'm saying? Because he is a great lyricist, aka he a Gemini, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense.
Gemini's got the best rappers. They got Tupac, they got Biggie, they got motherfucking Kendrick and Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Who else they got? Okay. They got a whole lineup of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
I'll take that.
Yeah. But Aquarius, we got some heavy hitters and shit. We got, you know, Andre 3000, you know.
Andre 3K, he the best to ever do it. What you mean?
Andre 3000, we got Kid Cudi, we got.
Okay.
I don't know how we got Rick Ross. I don't know how Rick Ross slipped in Aquarius, but I can see it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can see it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then we got Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying? So,
I love Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is I am secretly Gucci. This is what you don't know.
Gucci Mane. Yeah.
But Ross, I'll say this. I will say I don't fuck with Ross as a human sometimes because I'll be like, what is you doing? But I will say I don't know if I could ever put him, he will never be a Kendrick Lamar. He will never be a lyricist. No. But he do make good music. I don't know how, but he does.
He be having his moments.
Facts. I'll take that.
Yeah, moments. XXX, what he is. What's XXX?
Ross from Mississippi. That put everything together. His parents probably cousins.
Facts. Facts. Shout out to Rick Ross. Rose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like who else y'all listen to? Like Kendrick. Who else you listen to? You say you like motherfucking. Who you say you like earlier?
I'm a Gates fan. I love Kevin Gates.
Yo, that's what's up because like I never actually met like a Kevin Gates fan for real. But I always knew that Kevin Gates was popping. Like I knew about him since like the satellite shit. And so
Oh yeah, that's my shit.
I got to see him make his transformation and shit like that, and like his own shit bubbling. Oh, we do got J. Cole. We got J. Cole.
I love Cole is the man.
Shout out to Cole, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I got to see him make his, do his transformation and shit like that. And ain't he? What is he? What's his zodiac sign?
I feel like it gotta be something water. I'm gonna look it up. Cause he a little crybaby. I love him, but 21 cosmics, 21.
Aquarius. He Aquarius.
If you makes sense then.
His birthday the day after mine.
Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense why I love him so much.
He a different nigga. You know what I'm saying? 21 Savage. 21 Savage.
Yes.
Aquarius?
I'm a 21 Savage fan. I put that in my video. So have you ever listened to 21 Ceito?
Yeah. 21 Savage.
So do you think okay, so I'm gonna ask you this question. My homeboy, me and him had this discussion because he kind of went in on me. I said 21 would be in my top 5. He was like 21 would not be in anybody's top 5. So do you think 21 is a good artist? Lyrically, lyricist wise, music wise, anything.
You said 21 would be in your top 5?
Okay, then I moved him down to top 20, but he would definitely be in my top 20.
21 is a great energy. Like, he like an energy signature to me. Like, he got his own, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's funny, first of all. He's really funny. Like, he's like...
He is.
You know what I'm saying? He's like low-key funny, though. Like, you have to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, he can rap and shit like that. But I wouldn't put him in my top 5. Nah. You know what I'm saying? I got Hov, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, definitely my favorite rapper of all time. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like, come on, like the elegance of just sustaining yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit. Come on, Drake is doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He raw as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's consistent. Who else? I probably got to think on the other ones and shit like that. But yeah, I'll just throw out some people and shit like that. We'll chop about it and shit like that. But
so do you listen to? Okay, so don't judge my rhetoric. Do you listen to Boosie?
Boosie, shout out to Boosie.
Hey, BOOSIE BADAZZ. That's me. Hey, white man down. Hey.
Shout out to Boosie, G. Shout out to Boosie. Man, I love Boosie's energy and shit like that. I would love to have a Boosie playlist. I don't have a Boosie playlist, but if you send me one, I definitely would listen to that bitch, bro.
Listen, I send you a Boosie playlist and you'll think you're the most gangster motherfucker you ever met in your life.
Shout out. Look, let's go say I trust everyone's playlist here. For real shit. We got some good music in this bitch.
Hey, you know what it is, Esco?
Like, I'm really into music. Like, I'm really into music. Like, that's another thing. Like, I really love music and just, you know what I'm saying, the culture of it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my swag is just what it is. It's just like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hip hop kid for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up, when I say I'm a musician, I grew up in a band. I'm a band geek. So I grew up marching. I went to a predominantly white high school, a predominantly white undergrad. So I marched in a marching band. So I'm a musician like you. So I love music in the sense of I love music. I love the melodic tones. I love the things that it takes to put music together because I can read music. I can write music. I can play a little bit of almost every instrument. But I'm also a lyricist as well. But I'm also an artist. So I'm like you. And a lot of people are very off-put when I say artists like Boosie or Kevin Gates or even 21 Savage. They think that, oh, she a girl. She don't know what she's talking about. But the one thing I tell a lot of people, especially since like I have such a masculine energy, I hang around a lot of guys, and I ain't fucking and sucking these guys. I could, but I don't, because that's not my energy.
but they always put me up on game. Even the relationships that I had, I was homeboys with my relationship partners. So we always talk music. So I'm really serious about my shit. So I'm a hustler as well. And I'm all of what, I'm 5 foot even. I'm a little petite thing. And like when I listen, my music is what gives me my energy. So when I'm in certain modes, I listen to certain artists. So I listen to Boosie and Gates because to me, they're a reflection of what can be done. They came from the same place I came from. They speak my language. A lot of people don't like these artists because it sounds like to them that they're not saying anything, but they're only not saying anything to you because you don't understand. It's like they speak in Spanish to you and you speak English. Well, I speak their lingo. So a lot of times what they say go over people's head because they're not used to the Louisiana lingo. And that's what a lot of artists like. I love Jay-Z. But I'm never going to respect Jay-Z as much as I respect Boosie because Boosie come from where I come from. So what he says resonates more with me, if that makes sense. But I love Jay-Z. If we're looking at artists and some of the best to ever do it, I would definitely put him there. I'm a huge Drake fan. I am Drake in a woman form. I love Drake, but me and Drake, I love Drake because while we're not from the same place, I can relate to him I can relate to his light skin struggles because he had woman struggles. And so I can relate to that.
Facts, yeah. And, I got hella Capricorn, so, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the business of it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, in the status of it for the most part. So, I like these figures, you know what I'm saying? I like, what they do and, you know what I'm saying, how they can maintain and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But I understand what you're saying about that connection, just that genuine connection of the culture and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely got, some artists that I fuck with, you know what I'm saying, from my city individually that, I can relate to and shit like that. Of course, Kanye West, you know what I'm saying, from Dropout to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, now, it's just, billionaire shit, doing him,
Yeah.
Man, crazy as fuck, but still maintaining and shit like that. Hey, if you can maintain, I ain't mad at it.
Facts. And I agree with you. I'm a huge Kanye fan as well. I don't like even now. I don't think like I just think Kanye. Like I love Kanye for what it was. I love Life of Pablo. I love all of that shit. I love the art that Kanye puts out as he evolves. Because he's an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't knock. Can't knock.
I don't know if Kanye woke Maggie. He might be asleep. He might be taking a little pet nap.
He might be asleep right now. He might be asleep. He in the religious program a little bit. Might be asleep a little bit. But well, never know what's gonna happen with that man because he is a Gemini. So they can switch up on your ass.
Yeah.
Jump with the mentality and be like, shout out to Ceito. People can't relate this way. Yeah, for sure. He definitely be in the future. I ain't even gonna count with that. Everything he be saying be happening and shit. I'm gonna be a billionaire by. I feel that. I'll be on the same way. I am the Steve Jobs of the spiritual community.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that. I understand.
Hey, Disney. You gotta be in that shit like that.
You gotta mean it. And the key to manifesting is to live in that feeling. It's to feel that feeling. Like from the bottom of your heart. And he be feeling that shit.
Can't be scared. You gotta fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Can't be scared. He ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? He ain't scared to try. You know what I'm saying? At least you trying. So shout out to you. Some people are just not meant to understand. Some people aren't. You know what I'm saying? It's only individuals in this bitch. I had the biggest soul connection with XXX. Still my favorite artist. Love my Kanye too, though. Yo, shout out to XXX. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to X. He brought that energy too. He brought that disruptive ass energy. What's his zodiac sign? Because that's interesting. Let me see. XXX Tentacion zodiac sign. I'm pretty sure you knew off the jump.
He about to get a whole bunch of porn on his screen. Like,
oh, he Aquarius. I was just say he brought some different ass shit. Bro, that's different as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to bro. I think so. Yeah. Say he was a sun and moon Aquarius. Okay. Sun and moon. Oh shit. Shout out to XXX.
oh, so he you. Y'all the same.
I don't know. I don't know if his son was oh yeah, no, his son was Aquarius, his moon was Sagittarius.
Okay.
Then his rising was Scorpio. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to bro because you know what I'm saying, you definitely felt it ricochet, you know what I'm saying? And then you know, and then Nipsey Hussle. I fucked with Nipsey though the hard way. Shout out to the Leo King, he's a Leo. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Nipsey the hard way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't fuck with Nipsey till he died though. And that's so pause. Like I'm so random. King Von. You are artist. How you feel about King Von? That I love him. I love his whole aesthetic. I wish I would have caught him while he was alive.
I fuck with Von. I actually had a spiritual communication with him like after he died type shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit I don't talk about. But it's like, you know, when you in certain vibrations and frequencies and shit like that, you can kind of, and people move to the spirit realm, you can kind of talk to them and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? We had a little Chicago talk, you know what I'm saying? But bro, he was hard. He had that Leo in him. He definitely had that Chicago in him, and definitely a star and shit like that. But you know, I don't like seeing shit in like that because he was really like a star.
Yeah, he was. Like the way I listen, when I listen to music, I was just telling my homeboy this is how I listen to albums. Like I grew up, so I'm old school. I like Two Live Crew, I like Gucci Crew. Like you said, you are a hip hop baby. Like, and don't get it twisted, I like all music. So I love country music, I love all rock music, I love all of that. But we're in a rap genre right now. So like I love a good storyteller. I love somebody who could tell a good story. And King Von, he told, like in his raps, I wanted to listen to what I wanted to hit next on his album because I wanted to hear what he was gonna say next. I love the way that he tells stories. My favorite song is "Took Us to the O." Like that's the first song I ever listened to, and the way he told that story, I was like, oh my god, he did. Like his kids are gonna be taken care of for life because like he was just getting started.
Yeah. Shout out to him because that shit real. Old block right down the street. It ain't that far.
Really?
From where I'm at, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So, you know, shout out to the whole O block. Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Keith, he a legend too, you know what I'm saying? Facts, I connected to Mac Miller when he died. Yeah, shout out to Mac Miller, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mac Miller. Yeah, that shit hit me too. I got a whole channel when he died and shit like that. I did a whole video about that on my other channel. Yeah, you know, motherfucking, you know, so yeah, rest in peace to, you know, to the motherfucking, you know, motherfuckers who passed on and shit like that, you know, and shit like that. We just gotta get more, you know, spiritually connected, spiritually protected, so you know we won't have to lose no legends and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they won't be, you know what I'm saying, ciphering, you know, our grace energy and shit like that because these motherfuckers is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? They powerful. They just using their energy. You know what I'm saying? Based on, you know. They're using it towards the system. And when you use it towards the system and shit, like you can get taken advantage of it. Like but you're a powerful spirit though if you can do that though. You know what I'm saying? You can just attract a lot of attention, you powerful spirit. So I fuck with you off the strength. Fuck with you off the strength. Real shit. Real shit. Mac Miller. That was my boy. I actually partied with Mac Miller before.
Yeah, people, and I just talked about that. Who is this? Wolfgang. Like people fear what they don't understand, and when they don't understand something, the key is to get rid of it. I gotta get it before we get me, and so that sucks. But that's just the way of life. But now that you know that, how you move, that's how I think about it.
Yeah, people definitely shoot them. They throw stones by default. You know what I'm saying? When they don't understand, especially if it's connected to everyday mundane shit, you know what I'm saying? You outside of the cult, you know what I'm saying? You outside of the religion, you outside of the religion, you outside of the aspect of what we doing. No, fuck, you know what I'm saying? You throwing stones by default. You know what I'm saying? All type of energy and shit. But that's over with because we making that shit look way too cool now. We making that shit look popular and shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You can hate me now. Hey, should I dig
Hey, but I won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records, cause we, you know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Real shit. They can hate us, but shit, we just up in the stuff. You know what I'm saying? At this point, up in the stuff.
Like, is it ever coming down? Nah, Playboy, it's never coming down. What you mean?
Never coming down. We never coming down. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. We making this shit look too pretty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all Leos and shit.
Shout out to all Leos. And that's one of the legacies I would love to leave as well. Like I said, like Sunday was I don't know, like it was just a place where I accepted who I was. Like it's so crazy because I do a lot of things at work, but like I used to get bullied. I used to realize like outside of like before the people I used to be with used to beat my ass. I used to get bullied when I was in high school. Like I used to like for being so weird, like for being a nerd. I never thought it was cool or anything like that. But Sunday I was just like, fuck that shit. I'm a nerd and I'm fine as fuck, bitch. And what? Nah. I want to make it cool. My legacy is to make being a nerd cool. My legacy is to make being, you know, a geek cool. Like you said, I'm my own role model. Like I gotta smile when I'm not a role model. I gotta smile when I ain't got it. That's a Boosie lyric, but like I'm my own role model. And so I just want to, and it's not to make people want to be like me. Like I said again, it's just to make people want to be themselves. Like so, my little niece a nerd. You know, I told you I do everything for my little niece, so I want her to know it's okay to be as nerdy as you want to be, and you can still be the baddest bitch in the room with your glasses and knowing astrology and being intelligent. And people are not gonna like you for that. People gonna like you just because you smart. People gonna like you because you pretty. Not gonna like you because you pretty. But to them, I say eat my dick or eat my ass with a straw.
And they might look. A year from now, you might be the hottest shit. They might like you. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be the hottest. They ain't got no, you know. But it's gonna be haters though. But
yeah,
part, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, individuality is in shit. Like it's in. It's over with. It's over with. We didn't took over. We didn't did this shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna, you know. They ain't gonna. We ain't go where. Go where.
We ain't going nowhere. Hey, we bad boys for life. Hope, like what you say, mystic illuminations in this bitch. Hey.
Big facts. Yeah.
What time is it? I gotta get up in the morning and go to the gym. So we gotta do this again, Ceito. Definitely. Like I said again, shout out to Boss Baby Jess. Thank you for allowing us to have some time with your bae. We appreciate you, mama.
Yes. Shout out to the boss, baby Jizzle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that joined the live and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This was a very special locker room episode hosted by your own neighborhood hope dealer. Make sure y'all follow her. You know what I'm saying? On Instagram. Make sure y'all subscribe to her motherfucking channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to Mystical Illuminations. And, you know what I'm saying, we will be back with more fucking hits and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. Shout out to Esco, shout out to Magazine, the Wolf Gang, and anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we in the building, we in the house, we live and shit like that. And even when it stopped, it don't stop. You feel me?
Straight like that. Y'all make sure y'all check out Ceito Dimensions. Make sure y'all download that shit. Make sure y'all motherfucking support. Make sure y'all tune into the locker room talks, the huddles, and make sure y'all follow him on Instagram and motherfucking YouTube. And like he said, you heard the man. Make sure you follow us on Mystical fucking Illusions. Illuminations. We always with the shits.
All right, love y'all for sure.